Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my mirror that I have here. Today we're going to be doing a look using the Chanel Beiges. Let's see what this is. This is the Palette Regard Belle Mine Natural Healthy Glow Natural Palette in medium. So let me just go ahead really quick and show you what palette this is. You follow me on Instagram, you will know that I recently posted a picture of this. This is part of their permanent collection, so you can purchase this palette at any time. It comes with two brushes. One says Chanel on it, and it has a sponge on one side and a brush on the other, and then you have another applicator with two sponges on each side, a sponge on each side. So really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my hair because we all know the routine. And once my hair is backing out of my face, I've already moisturized my face with the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly and the TooFaced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. Been loving this combo. First thing I'm gonna do is apply the foundation. I have been using Estee Lauder Double Wear. I am 2W1 Dawn. I'm gonna have a review on this foundation soon, but let's give it a fair shot, shall we? So one pump for one side of my face. We've been through this before. If you saw my other video, then you will know I use one pump per section of my face, and I do one section at a time. Now this is a full coverage matte finish foundation. However, I do not find that it dries quickly, so if you want to do, if you just want to add, like do more than one section of your face at a time, you can. Second pump for the other side. And I'm just using a regular damp beauty blender. This is the black one. I believe it's the Pro. I truly enjoy these little beauty blender sponges. I've tried other ones like the Real Techniques beauty blender sponges. It's not that I don't like them, I just feel like the consistency of the sponge when wet, it becomes a bit more dense feeling on the skin, and so I don't know, I feel that the beauty blender is softer on the skin. Now for the third pump, I'm gonna use that on my forehead and my T-zone. So I'm just looking at the mirror that I have here because I need to be able to get a little bit close, you know? Wanna make sure I'm blending everything out right. So I just go ahead and do my forehead, you know, remember to, you know, make sure you make it all the way up into the hairline. I'm not gonna tell you how many times I've been sleepy in the morning. It doesn't always get all the way up there. And I'm usually fully awake by lunchtime, let's be serious. I'm not a morning person. So by noon, when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, you missed a big surface area there, Isabel. But you know, we work through it. Nothing a little bronzer can't fix. All right, so once you are done blending, we are now going to set this foundation. I'm gonna use my Bareminerals Mineral Veil. And I'm just gonna use a Bareminerals Buff and Conceal brush, just a regular fluffy brush will do, nothing crazy. Now I took off the top of my mineral veil because I had a bunch of product in there that I couldn't get out. It was a little bit annoying. I had to take it out. I popped it up with with my tweezers actually. And I'm now able to access all the product that's in there. And I really can make sure I'm using everything. Every drop of powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I set my entire face. This foundation dries pretty quickly. But like I said, I'm gonna be doing a full review on that foundation very soon. After I review the Chanel foundation I just finished using. We're done with that. Now we're gonna go into bronzer. So I'm gonna use my Bareminerals Blooming Blush Brush. And I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Pretty in the USA palette. And I'm gonna use my Hoola bronzer. And I'm gonna do a very, very light contour. Let me get my hair out of my face. And as you can see, very, very light. I don't like for the side of my face to look like I've accumulated a whole entire streak of powder. I mean, it doesn't matter how much I blend. I feel like when you've applied too much bronzer and you still gotta go in with your blush, you just have an entire like section full of powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my temples and the edge of my forehead. See, very light. Now it looks seamless. That's what I like. I like for it to look seamless. All right. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Chanel Golden Sun blush, and I'm going to use, look how beautiful that blush is. And I'm going to use my Bareminerals Dual Finish Blush and Contour brush. I'm gonna swirl that in there very lightly. I'm gonna tell you something about these Chanel blushes. They are very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Just gonna put a little bit on each side. And then once I've got a good set here, I'll move on to my highlight. There we go. All right, I feel like I'm good with the blush. Next, I'm gonna go in with the same Benefit Pretty in the USA palette, and I'm gonna use Dandelion Twinkle. It's a really, really pretty highlight. And I'm gonna use my tapered Bareminerals brush. I have a lot of Baremineral brushes. They really do withstand time and brushing. I do my temples in the summer and my cheekbones, as you guys already know. So you get like a seamless highlight everyday look. Next, I'm gonna go in with my TooFaced Shadow Insurance primer. And I'm gonna apply a little bit to my lids with my finger. Now this is sort of like a clear, not a clear primer. It has a little bit of color, not enough for my liking. But I believe that all of you with very fair skin tone would find this color to be perfect. Okay. Once you've blended that in, we're gonna start with our eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a regular shadow brush. This is a Charlotte Ronson eyeshadow brush. I don't even think they make these anymore, so any eyeshadow brush will do. And I'm gonna go in with this bone shade up here. This is a matte shade, and I'm gonna apply this from my lash line all the way up to my brow bone. I'm gonna repeat this process twice on each lid. Okay. Make sure you just get an even, you know, base here. If you have smaller eyelids, you may only have to do this process once. I have a whole lot of surface area to cover, so I gotta do this twice. Then with the same brush, I like to multitask. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, this light shade. This quad does not have names for these colors, so I just have to point at them. Now this color I'm just applying to my lid all the way up to my crease, and I'm doing that again twice to each eye. Now this quad, as I mentioned before, there's 3 of these quads, light, medium, and deep. This is the medium quad. The light quad has more of a pink sort of theme going on, and deep are a lot of browns and golds. Medium is this neutral palette we're using today. Next, I'm gonna do my crease, and I'm gonna use my Bareminerals Soft Focus Eyeshadow Crease Brush. And I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is gonna be used as my transition shade before we go in with the dark one. And you just apply that to your crease. On each eye. Blend, blend, blend. All right, so that created a nice little transition shade. Next, with the same brush, I'm gonna go in to the darkest shade in the palette. Tap it ever so lightly, because you will hate your life if you go into dark. Because then you gotta do your makeup all over again, because it's very hard to fix dark shades. With a very light hand, you're just gonna apply that right over that transition shade that you used, and you create that very soft focus halo. Just for a little bit of depthness. And I'm gonna just go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. See? Now, I love this brush, very soft. A Real Techniques crease brush will do the same thing. You don't have to have this brush. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the excess with any, I'm using the same brush I used for a mineral veil. So I dust off anything. And then with one of the sponge applicators that the eyeshadow brought, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this highlighting shade right here. And I'm gonna apply that directly onto my brow bone. And I'm just gonna use the mirror in here. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. So if you were thinking about purchasing this quad, I like it. I think it's beautiful for an everyday look. However, my only complaint is you don't have a lot of shadow to work with. Like, you don't get a lot of shadow in here. So I feel that because most of these are matte shades, like these 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all matte shades. This is a sparkly shade. They tend to wear down a little, you know, a little faster. I'm gonna go in with the same eyeshadow brush that I was using for my lid, and I'm gonna go ahead and dip back into that white powder just very lightly, that bone shade, because I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this a little bit here. I feel like it was just a bit harsh. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Perfect. Then I'm going to go in with my Bareminerals. Clearly I'm running out. My Bareminerals Round the Clock and 7 p.m. This is a just chocolate brown eyeliner, and I'm just gonna line my top lashes ever so lightly. I'm just gonna use this mirror right here because I tug on my lid, you guys. I have wrinkly eyelids. And so just a little eyeliner, not a lot. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I feel like most YouTubers do this part off camera, but I wanna show you the struggle is real. Next, I'm gonna go in with my TooFaced Chocolate Brownie Cocoa Powder Brow Pencil in Deep Brown. This smells like chocolates. And I'm just gonna shade the inner portion of my brows just to give them a little bit of life, because since I do my base first, it tends to wash out my eyebrows. And I've tried to do my eyeshadow first, then my eyebrows, or is it my eyebrows, my eyeshadow? I don't know. I've tried to do the whole eye thing first and then apply my foundation. A hot mess. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. It's just I have to be really delicate, and I feel like I always mess up. And I feel like this beauty blender is just too fat. I can never make it into the center of my eyebrows without messing the whole thing up. So just a little bit, nothing crazy. And then I'm gonna go in with the spoolie, and I'm gonna brush them out. And then I'm gonna go in with my Benefit 24-hour brow setting gel that's clear. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit so that, you know, they don't go everywhere, because my hair is always in my eyebrows. It's a hot, you know what I'm talking about. That's the whole reason why I use this, because I have really long eyebrow hair, and then my hairline never keeps my hair out of my face. and so it gets caught in my eyebrow hair, and if I don't have like the setting gel in it, my eyebrows are looking like a hot mess. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my Chanel mascara in Blue Night, which is 70. This mascara is one that came out last year during the summer. It was a summer shade, and it was a limited edition, so you can't find this mascara anymore. However, summer is quickly approaching and all of the new launches are coming out, and Chanel usually every year, summer, spring, and fall, they come out with a limited edition mascara. And I heard from friends of mine who work for Chanel that, well, a friend of mine who worked for Chanel, that they are gonna be coming back with the burgundy mascara that I have been using for the longest, number 37 character, and that they may be bringing back this blue shade. So keep your eye out, it's gonna come. It sold very well. I also have the green one that came out last year, spring. I can't wait to start using that one. I just felt like I wanted to wear blue. It's more like a navy blue. This is not an electric blue. It's definitely a navy blue, very subtle on the eyelashes, but when the sun hits my eyelashes, you can definitely see a little bit of that blue. And I'm just going in with a light hand. Now, during the 21 days of beauty, while I'm doing this, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Bareminerals Gen Nude lipsticks were 40% off. And you know, because I am a die-hard Bareminerals fan, you already know I was all over that, right? I sure was. I picked up a color I didn't have called Honeybun. And because I was working and in a hurry, I really wanted to pick up Tutu and Kitten. I forgot. It was so sad. And I didn't go back to get it because I wasn't gonna qualify for free shipping. And nowadays, I don't know about you guys, but I really do not like paying for shipping. And I really won't order things if I have to pay for shipping, because I feel like by the time you're done paying for all, you know, the shipping fees and tax, you end up paying full price for the product. So you're not really getting a deal. All right, so we're done applying the mascara, and now I'm gonna go in with the Bareminerals lipstick in Honeybun. Look at that, it's a beautiful nude. I feel like goes perfect with this look. If my camera can focus, that would be great. Very creamy, lasts long, very moisturizing. I love it. Goes perfect with this look. That completes this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and see you in my next one. Bye.